Hi, this is Bruce Gonzaga here at Fit Golf. I'm with my partner Jason today. If you are a golfer over the age of 40 and feeling like you're losing some distance or even speed or strength in your swing, this is the video for you. We know that over the age of 40, for every year, you lose 1 to 1.5% of your muscle mass. Staying strong and stable in the golf swing is very important. So today we're going to go over a couple of movement patterns or exercises that you can start to include in your workouts to improve that strength or at least maintain. We're going to go over a hip hinge or a deadlift type motion, as well as a split squat motion to help with the lower body. Then we'll move on to a pressing and a pulling exercise to help with strength in the upper body. So let's move on to the hip hinge movement. So we've got Jason set up on a kettlebell here on a riser. If you have a history of back issues, you can increase the riser, make it a little bit taller, and put you in a better position. What Jason's going to do to start is he's going to bend his knees a little bit. He's going to hinge his hips by pushing them back, keeping a neutral and straight spine. He'll get a soft grip on that kettlebell, and then he's going to push hard off the ground, squeeze his glutes, and come forward. Again, this is a kettlebell deadlift. Really good exercise for building stability and strength in the lower body. Now, what we typically will see in someone who's maybe doing this exercise for the first time is they'll round their back and kind of lift up rather than wedging their hips underneath. That's going to put a lot of strain on the spine and the low back, which is not what we're trying to accomplish here. The emphasis is on the legs. So you really have to try hard and be mindful of keeping that straight spine. Again, this is a kettlebell deadlift. Next exercise to help improve some strength in the lower body are split squats. These are really great for helping to improve your ground reaction force, which equates to a lot of power in the swing. So to get set up, Jason's going to go 1 foot in front of the other in a nice long stance. He's got his body weight on the lead leg, and we're just using this foam roller here to help with some support because we're not trying to challenge his balance. We're just trying to get stronger here. So he's going to use that foam roller as much as he needs to, and he's just going to squat down and push hard off of the lead leg. Again, most of his body weight is off of the back foot, so you see his heel nice and high. And you really just want to avoid jabbing the knee forward or kind of collapsing the upper body or even going backwards as you're performing this exercise. So just keeping the body up nice and tall. Good. Again, that's a split squat. Really good for lower body strength, right in the quads here. So that takes care of the lower body. So now let's talk about the upper body. So we're going to start with a 3-point stance row. This is a really good exercise for building some strength in the back and in the arms. So Jason's going to get set up with one arm pressing against a bench or a platform of some sort. He's going to keep this neutral and straight spine again. And then he's just going to pull that dumbbell in to about belly button height, keeping his elbow tucked into the side. Again, you want to avoid any rounding in the back or extending the spine. Any movement really in the torso is what you want to avoid. The only thing really moving here is the arm. Excellent. So that is a rowing exercise. Again, good for back muscles. Last exercise we're going to review is a pressing exercise. This is a dumbbell bench press on an incline. This is a really good variation for someone with a history of shoulder or arm or also back issues. You'll see a lot of people do this one on a flat bench, but we like the incline here. All Jason's going to do is get nice and firm in his setup. Then he's going to lower his hands, keeping his wrist right over his elbow, just to about chin height. What you want to avoid is really flaring out the elbows with this one. That just puts the arms and the shoulder in a compromising position. So we like a nice 45-degree angle with the elbows. You also want to be careful of letting those dumbbells fall too far forward, too far backward. Essentially, he's just trying to keep his forearms straight up and down or perpendicular with the ground. Again, that is a dumbbell incline bench press, really good for increasing strength in the upper body. All of these exercises are really good to do 2 days a week at the minimum. 3 days would be even better. And if you're someone who's been doing strength training for a while now, you could start to do these about 4 times a week. If you're doing them 2 times a week, you can do the full body. If you're doing 4, you maybe want to split up upper and lower. But again, all of these exercises are great to do a couple of times a week, usually in the 6 to 8 rep range with a weight that is somewhat challenging, where you could have a few reps left in the tank after you do each set. Again, all of this is to improve strength, increase that, or at least maintain, to all help with the golf swing. I hope that helps.